It's Octomore Day. I'm Daniel Whittington, Chancellor of Wizard Academy and Whiskey Marketing School. This is Hidden Drams, where I drink things you may or may not be able to get your hands on, where I drink things so you don't have to. This is an interesting comparison, and I'm doing it for reasons. Number one, I wanted to drink Octomore. And number two, this is a back-to-back release of 12, I don't know, where was the line? 13.1. Your left, my right. Okay. 13.1 and 13.2. And the only difference between them, look, glasses. The only difference between them is they're both 2015 Harvest Concerto Barley. They are both peated to 137.22 ppm parts per million. That just means the barley itself, before all of the cuts and everything, rang in at 137.22 peat parts per million. But 13.1 was aged in bourbon barrels, and 13.2 Oloroso sherry barrels. This is one of the first times I've ever gotten to try what I would argue is the same spirit, both released at 5 years old, bourbon, sherry. That's cool as shit. And I only get to do that thanks to the generosity of our whiskey somms and our community and you guys who are watching. Otherwise, I'd just be drinking alone. 59.2, 58.3. That's close enough that we're ringing in around the same percentages. I'm going to start with bourbon cask because, you know, of course I am. Look at how light that is. Then I'm going to pour the sherry. We'll let them open a little. Try not to cut my fingers. A little bit of a darkness. A little bit of a change of color. Can you see that? Let me get some paper over here. Look. Can you see that color difference? White, light, bourbon cask, sherry cask. That's the color difference. It's actually not as much as I thought, but it is only 5 years old. One thing I love about Octomore is very rarely do you get to try really young single malt. People are too precious. And they're like, well, we're not going to release until it's 10. But then they've got brands to, you know, like, people start releasing Lafroig 5, they're going to be like, what are you, Ardbeg? Wee Beastie? I love getting to try young scotch because you get to taste the grain. You get to see the production process in your flavor profiles. I don't think it should all be released young, but I love that people are being a little less precious with their age statements. So what do we got here? Woo! Talk about grain. Apple juice. Vanilla. Super phenolic, rubbery, almost Band-Aids. It's a Band-Aid on a pile of brisket. And you would think that that's terrible, but it smells awesome. I don't know if you remember, there was an SNL sketch when Cameron Diaz was hosting where it was the witches, double, toil and trouble, they were making stuff, and then it started to smell really bad. Oh God, it smells. And the entire sketch was them coming up with things it smells like that are terrible. And then the funniest part of the whole sketch was Will Ferrell off screen starting to shout terrible things that it smelled like. And that started with him going, oh my God, what the holy hell are you witches brewing up there? That smells like someone took a piss on a pile of burning tires. Oh no. Anyway. This is what happens when you describe smoky scotch, is you end up sounding like you were just in that sketch where people were making up weird shit that things smelled like. Lafroig already did this as an entire marketing campaign. Yeah, it is super medicinal. I gotta say, I don't know that I like the nose on this. It's so medicinal. It's so funky. I'm struggling a little. Like, interesting. Let's smell before I taste it and ruin my palate. Let's smell the sherry cask version. Oh. Well, this is a first. Yeah, like that less. What is happening, guys? This is funky. Oh, man. Okay. It's just, the grain is so forward when mixed with the Oloroso sherry. It's coming across as like fruit gone wrong in a like in a horse barn. Like it smells like old fruit, decaying fruit mixed with wet horse barn mud hay mixture. Wow. That is okay. I have never done this. Mike, smell these, would you? Okay. Tell me I'm not crazy.
Let's see.
That's funky, right?
Yeah. Makes me think of like a dry leather shoe or something.
Yeah. And then I'm just wondering if my nose is broken. I've never gotten a funky, I'm not sure I like this reaction from Octomore before. That one's a little
Different.
softer.
Yeah, it's a little easier.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of like
Still medicine and...
cold in the attic. I don't know.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. You remember that whole rant I gave at the beginning of this video just a few minutes ago? I'll wait while you go back and rewind in case you need to remember. Where I was like, I love that people are releasing early stuff. I was like, okay, well, maybe not this one. I'm going to taste it. I'm going to add some water. Let's see what happens. So the bourbon cask coming back. Now I'm getting like a sort of green snapped grass stalk note mixed with the smoke. Whoa! Whoa! Cut grass, flowers, vanilla, and burnt charred things. What a weird journey. Cut grass, honeysuckle, flowers, vanilla, burnt things. It's like you went back to the charred remains of your house after it was hosed down by the fire department and stood next to a honeysuckle bush and just broke a piece off. Okay, it really is densely honey. I'm gonna add a little water to this and just see what happens. I'm gonna try the sherry one. Guys, I was not expecting this. I've always really enjoyed the Octomores. This little combo is throwing me right now. It's smelling more sherry than it was before. I'm liking the nose. Now that it's sat for a little bit, I'm liking it more than I did before. It's still funky. I like the palate. Okay. Roasted dark fruits. Still grainy. Not a long finish. It's so hot. Both of these. I know they're crawling in on 60% alcohol, but still, like, they taste like it. Oh. Okay, I'm going to let both of those sit again. You are watching this in October. While you're watching this, I'm on my honeymoon. At least if it releases in October, which I think it does. But we'll see. We might bump it. Maybe you're watching this and I'm back and that'll be embarrassing. Let's keep this one in October. You're watching Daniel from the past because I had to shoot a whole bunch of episodes before I got married in October 5th and then left on the honeymoon, so they all had to air while I was gone. So it's actually August right now. It's very hot outside. By the time you're watching this, fall has begun. For reals. Okay, here we go. To the nose with water. Way more grassy, way more grainy, way less of the floral note. Funky. This is the most new makey peated scotch I've ever smelled. Mmm. Nope. Not a fan. Wow. Guys, am I broken? don't like it. All right, maybe the sherry. Smell is a little more sherry, a little more fruit. Still a lot of grain. It is young. All right. Adding water pushed the grain forward. Once again, new makey. They both taste new make like, which of course they do. It's 5 years in Scotland. But man, can you taste it? If this was part of a new make tasting, it would be like really interesting. Because it's coming out like this, I think my brain's not gritting correctly to what I'm experiencing. Not a huge fan of either. Are there faults? Nope. Is it poorly made product? No, absolutely not. It's just so young and so grain forward that I'm struggling with it. Ugh. Prefer the sherry if I had to pick. Yeah. Now I'm getting melon. A weird burnt edge melon on the bourbon cask one. Sherry is still sherry. Very sherry. Prefer this one if I had to pick. More new makey than a bunch of 5-year-old American single malts that I've had, actually. Interesting. Super smoky, both of them. So there you go. Now you know. I'm not sure what you do with that information. Hopefully something wise. Cheers to you. And I'm really glad you're here. If you want a whiskey channel that sometimes saves you money, like and subscribe.